I got married at a very tender age. Permit me to say that at the point I got married, I was a naive girl. Yes, I was actually naive. Now, while I was in that marriage relationship with my partner, I met someday I was going somewhere, and then in the train, I met a guy who who showed me so much attention because at that point I felt that I wasn't having so much the desired attention from my partner, and then one thing led to the other, and then we started dating, we started seeing. Now, one of those days, and whenever I had issues with my partner, I would run to him, I would tell him, hey, this is what is happening to me, and all that. And then he would advise me. This went on for a very long time, okay? And then one day would I say that he started putting in negative seed. He started planting negative seed in my heart, okay? And now against my partner. So it got a point where I got fed up with my relationship with my partner. I mean, at this point, whatever my partner does is not interesting. Whatever he does is wrong. Okay. This went on for a while until I got to a point where I was like, hey, you know what? I am done with this whole thing called marriage. Now, I was scared because I was quite young, I said earlier. I didn't know what the future holds out there for me. I don't even know how my parents are going to react when I tell them that, hey, I'm no longer doing this. Okay. I got thinking for a very long time. I was so worried, and this affected me emotionally, physically, psychologically. Every aspect of my life was affected. Okay. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. Now, I got talking with this same man again, and then you know what? I didn't let you guys know that at some point I started seeing him and I started dating him, right? Now, it got to a point where I had to open up to him, and then he told me, say, hey, Miss Rita, I think that you should end your marriage with your partner because I mean, it's not working. He advised me to end my marriage with my partner. And because I felt that he loves me so much at that point in time, I jumped into Rita like, hey, really? Okay, I'm going to end it. So one day, my partner came back from work and I told him, you know what, you're a very sweet man, you're the best man I've ever met. And after all the praise, I told him, I think I am done doing this. I can no longer continue doing this. My partner begged me, he broke down, he cried. He begged me for hours, for days, for weeks went into months. I said no, that I wasn't going back on what I had just told him. And eventually the marriage ended. When the marriage ended, I was now in the lovey-dovey relationship with that other guy. And then after 3 months into that relationship, I went to the salon one day and then I saw a wedding invitation card. And then when I opened it, surprisingly, it was that man, my man, with another woman getting married. I held myself together and I went to him and said, hey, what is this? You know what he said to me? He said, I'm sorry, I don't have any business with a divorcee. I can't imagine marrying a woman that left her husband. What? But you encouraged me to leave my man because you told me that you love me. You gave me all your words like, hey, you love me and that you're going to be there for me. What have I gotten myself into? It? Now, my former partner is still single. And I'm also is the best man in the world, but I don't know. I am so lonely and I want to go back to him. I'm thinking, will he forgive me if I go back to him? Please, guys, advise me. Will he forgive me if I go back to him? Please advise me in the comment section.